Israel bombarded Gaza, and Palestinian children have been victims of that bombardment. In 2006, a Sahrawi woman named Sultana Kheyya, Polisario advocate, went to Madrid 4 years later in order to speak about what she called abuse in the Sahara. She told the world that these children were murdered during the dismantlement of the Gdemizi camp in Layun region. The most influential Spanish media organs have opened the door for her, thus letting themselves get ambushed. She fooled them, all for they believed her fake tears, and the rules of the media profession have been broken, thus ridiculing the Spanish press. She boldly exhibited photos of children, and she never stopped crying while telling false stories about these children. She used photos as proofs, taken thus the defense of the Polisario and human rights issues. The Spanish media looked at the false story presented to them by Sultana Kheyya. She spoke about the suffering and the murders without at any moment showing any concordant emotion on her face. Jewels at her wrists, haute couture attires, an enticing perfume, and a tongue that speaks lies. It was an exclusivity for the Spanish press, in particular for the El País newspaper and the Spanish press agency, EFE. They used tears and falsehoods to give a biased image of one of the most stable regions. During the first months of 2010, it has been proven that Sultana Kheyya had lied to the world, particularly after Saeb Erekat, the representative to the Palestinian Authority, has reported the actions of the Polisario's front network of activists. Following this, the photographer Hatem Omar issued a complaint against anyone publishing the photos of those children. The El País newspaper, along with other news agencies, apologized and offered compensation. The same woman claims today that the Moroccan police erupted in her house right after the dawn prayer of the 12th of May 2021. She also claims that her house suffered significant material damage while showing a video she made herself. In that video, she claims that she and her sister, Luara, were victims to a rape. Is it a real fact or a new lie that has been preceded by many false accusations? Only 2 days after these allegations, an audio recording belonging to a family member of Sultana Kheyya's has been largely broadcasted among the Sahrawis and has disavowed all those accusations. Sultana wanted to draw the attention of the international public opinion once again with a new lie. We have a new audio recording of a person testifying that Sultana Kheyya and her sister Luara denied any rape incident during a phone call. Then why do they broadcast false information to the world while being truthful to their relatives?
نقول لكم معلومة تم التصحيح ديال الفيديو اللي مشى هذا الأخ اللي قال تم اغتصاب طافلات.
I would like to correct the information that was in the video broadcast by someone about the rape of the sisters Sultana Kheyya and Luara Kheyya. Nobody ever raped them. As soon as I had this information, I called them and they swore that no rape had ever happened. Why would Sultana Kheyya take a bet on rape accusations, and what's the point of it, without providing any proof to the media, the court, or to an organism specialized in medically investigating such cases, or any other proof allowing her to initiate a judicial complaint? What is the link between these accusations and the case of Brahim Ghali, who faces serious accusations, among which the rape of a number of Sahrawi women, some of whom took refuge in Europe, and some others returned to the southern provinces away from sexual harassment? The Spanish courts are investigating this affair, a thing that influenced significantly the Sahrawi and regional public opinion. The reputation of many leaders of the Polisario degraded, for they too are accused of the rape and murder of underage Sahrawis, as the little girl named Safia. What is the link between this and the efforts made by Sultana to polish the leader's image? Why did she make such accusations arbitrarily and without proof? The one that it used to tell lies will end up being a slanderer with no care for morals, but only for the leader's political interests. We have a definitive proof that she herself published on social networks showing that the two sisters, Sultana and El Wara, agreeing on the accusation scenario and insisting on the rape claim. It was thus premeditated. After the dawn prayer of the 12th of May, they were conspiring and planning to lie.
محمد رسول الله انا ديركت وعلي شنو تقول لي الناس انا وعلي
El Wara, what should we tell people? We'll tell them that we were raped. Knowing that Sultana has to play the role of the victim, as she identifies as a human rights activist, she suddenly switched roles to become a ferocious warrior in Burdur streets. She claims she was raped inside her home, and we see her outside as provocative as aggressive. Since Brahim Ghali is a military leader, she shows pride in wearing the military uniform and carrying weapons. We thus understand the reasons why the soldier executes the leader's orders. We understand how Sultana is serving Brahim Ghali, who is cornered by justice in Europe. Between the theft of identity of the Algerian Ben Batouche and the raping of Sahrawi women, there were unlawful executions in the Rashid prison. Following the denial of the rape accusations by her family, Sultana received urgent instructions from Tindouf not to back down. Audio recording inviting Sultana not to back down and push the rape accusations in order to touch the international public opinion through false accusations that will benefit the Polisario.
سلطانة شو خلوا عنكم ذاك لذاك لأنه ما هذا العالم ما تحرك معه يسمع هذه الكلمة. خلوا عنكم الروايلين كان الناس تتدخل فاهم وراهم لا ينتبه مع محاميسكم ولا تشرحوا لهذاك اللي فاهم قال لا تكذبوا شيء ولا خلوا عنكم يعني.
Sultana, stand your ground and leave things as they are. Do not back down from these accusations before consulting with your lawyer, because the international community did not react until the publication of the letter denouncing the rape sent by a few lawyers to the United Nations and to the European Union and demanding your protection starting tonight. Let them work. A white dress, a black lie, and glasses to falsify the fact. There are people who promote those militarization and Islamization maneuvers, orders coming from abroad to undermine the increasing stability of the southern cities. They make public opinion out of lies and build the future on slander. Because previous actions were not able to gather around the Sahrawi society, they had to find a solution that will, on the one hand, allow to save the leader, and on the other hand, spread violence in the region under the pretense of defending honor. A story of struggle based on loyalty towards people instead of fighting for law and justice. Thus, Sultana is back with a new plan for the photos of the Palestinian children and the rape have been uncovered. It is this kind of struggle that they wish to involve the sons of the Sahrawis, and everything is played under the table. But first of all, allow the leader to escape in order to have a better position within the Polisario.